Scales are sort of like the alphabet of music. What do I mean by that? Let me explain. So imagine you're learning English. I know we're watching a video in English, but imagine you're learning English for the first time and you're trying to focus on the sound of travel phrases. You know, common phrases like, "Excuse me, where is the bathroom? I would like 1 cup of coffee, please. No, I am not a fascist." You know, common travel phrases we all might say on a trip abroad. Well, imagine you're working on these phrases and your entire goal is not to be able to read them or to even think about the letters involved, but just to hear those sounds and to try to match those sounds with your mouth, right? This is what a lot of people do when they practice guitar. They try to just memorize how a song sounds and try to just make it happen on the guitar. It helps your technique, sort of like working on your pronunciation. Not a bad thing. But then, imagine you're learning English and you think, oh, I should probably memorize the sound of the alphabet. So you start going, okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. You don't have to learn the song, but you start working on the alphabet, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And you go around town and you're like, I'm not entirely sure how this is helping me, right? I'm not going to walk up to someone and be like, H-I-J-K, am I right? The reason it helps to learn the alphabet is because it helps you understand every letter involved in the language, and that helps you make words and sentences, and suddenly, as you're able to read English, you're able to also see those words in your head, how they're spelled. It changes the whole thing. Imagine just hearing the sounds of these words like president or fraud or liar, and then actually seeing the spelling of those words. President, fraud, liar. Actually seeing how those letters make those sounds changes the way you understand that language and goes from just a purely auditory mimicking thing to like, oh, I see how all these sounds connect to each other. Not only does this make it easier to learn the language, but it makes it stick a little bit better because you're starting to understand how things go together rather than just memorizing the sounds of those travel phrases. So what does this have to do with learning scales? Well, I said earlier, scales are like the alphabet of the music world. And what I mean by that is when you play a C major scale or a D major scale or a B flat major scale, you're playing a set of notes that can be used to build chords, bass lines, melodies. In fact, when you choose a scale to make all your chords and melodies and bass lines, that's called being in a key. So if you choose a B flat major scale to make all your chords and bass lines and melodies, that's called being in the key of B flat. When you choose an A minor scale to make all your chords and melodies and bass lines, that's called being in the key of A minor. So scales are like an alphabet, and then the key that you're in is sort of like the language that you're speaking using that alphabet. Practicing scales is a very good thing to do in the same sense that it's really valuable to learn the English alphabet, right? That's a useful thing, but don't stop there. Think about how those letters are used to spell all these different words. Think about a sentence. Think about the structure of that sentence. You can do that starting with the alphabet and then understanding how spelling works, right? Scales are the same way. Start to piece things together like, oh, this song is only using notes from a B minor scale. Maybe it's in the key of B minor. This is how you get started. If you want to learn more, you can check out my Patreon. I've got Music Theory for Guitar 1 and 2 and Caged Basics. Those 2 series combined are all about this music theory stuff, right? Starting with scales, then applying all this music theory so that you kind of understand how things work, especially how chords in a key work. And then Caged Basics helps you map all that stuff out on the guitar fingerboard. The other thing to consider here that I can't stress enough, learning a language isn't just about being able to read that language, it's also about being able to express your own ideas and thoughts. It's one thing to say, where is the bathroom? It's another thing to say, what's wrong with this bathroom? I don't like this bathroom for X and Y reason, right? It's one thing to say, this is the president, and it's another thing to clearly articulate what you like or don't like about that president. This is the value of language. Music is the same way. It's one thing to be able to play a scale and to articulate, oh, this song is using these chords, it must be in this key. It's a whole other exciting, thrilling thing to be able to take the chords in that key and write your own music, or hear someone playing something in a key and be able to play along with them and make something up and improvise or carefully craft something to play along with them. This, to me, is the missing piece of most music education, creativity, based on an understanding of music theory. This is what I'm passionate about. This is what I try to do on my YouTube channel here, and this is what I've been doing for the past 6 years so far on my Patreon school, with over 700 video posts at this point. Come check it out if you're interested. I've got weekly writing challenges. I've got all kinds of theory lessons to help you understand how stuff works. I've got thousands of happy customers, and I'd love for you to check it out too. If this felt inspiring, you might really enjoy hanging out. It's not just about a school where you join and then just kind of watch videos. I've got a community forum where we take part in weekly writing challenges designed to just meet you where you're at, whatever you're working on at this point in your music life. They're designed to be easy to achieve, and once you get better, you can make them more difficult for yourself, but it's really just a fun communal thing to remind you that learning music theory and learning guitar isn't just about playing other people's music. It's also about learning how to express yourself, make your own stuff. Come check it out.